Hey everyone. Ever watch a movie like Avatar, and wonder how they make those alien movements look so real?
Mhm.
Or maybe you're more of a gamer, blown away by the lifelike action in the latest releases?
Yeah,
Well, we're diving deep into that world today, motion capture. And trust me, this one it's a game changer.
definitely.
So we all know motion capture is the tech behind bringing those fantastical creatures and characters to life, right?
Right.
But what you might not know is that it usually requires those Hollywood level studios.
Yeah,
It costs an arm and a leg just to step inside.
that's true. It's that level of fidelity typically comes with a pretty hefty price tag.
Exactly, and that's what makes the research we're diving into today so exciting. It's all about capturing those nuanced movements affordably. It opens up a world of possibilities for indie filmmakers, game developers, even educators.
Yeah, absolutely.
This study we'll be looking at, it's called Motion Capture and Humanoid Model with Unity Engine using Kinect V2. Might sound a little intimidating at first glance.
It does sound very technical.
Right. I mean, Kinect, OpenNI, Collada, it's like a tech word salad.
hmm
But don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step, and trust me, it's way cooler than it sounds.
It is. What's fascinating here is they found a way to use readily available tech,
Okay.
a Kinect V2 and the Unity engine, to make motion capture accessible to practically anyone.
Okay, so the Kinect V2, that's the motion sensor thing that came with the Xbox.
Yes.
The one we all used to dance around with. They use that to capture movement.
They did. And it's more sophisticated than you might think.
Really?
Imagine the Kinect as having, superhuman vision.
Okay.
It sees not just the colors we see, but also infrared light, which helps it map out the depth and shape of your body, even in low light.
Whoa, hold on. So even in a dimly lit room, it can see me.
Absolutely. And get this, it tracks the movement of 25 different joints in the body.
25, I can barely touch my toes, let alone name 25 joints. So it's capturing all this data about how my body is moving, what happens next.
This is where the translator comes in the software called OpenNI.
Okay.
Think of it as the bridge between the Kinect and the computer, making
Hmm.
sure they can, speak the same language.
Gotcha. So we've got the Kinect seeing me, OpenNI translating all that data, but how does it actually animate a character?
That's where Collada comes in.
Okay.
It's an open source 3D model format.
Okay.
And you see, this isn't just some random technical jargon.
Right.
This choice of format is crucial for making the whole system work smoothly and, more importantly, making it something you could use with readily available software.
Okay. So Collada provides the digital skeleton ready to be animated. Then Unity Engine, which is a really popular game development platform, acts as the stage where everything comes together.
Exactly. Unity handles the animation timeline, imports that 3D model, and brings it all to life using the data from the Kinect. If you look at Figure 1 in the paper, you can actually see how the data flows through the system from capture to animation. It's really quite elegant.
It's like they've created this intricate dance between hardware and software,
Yeah.
and the end result is realistic movement. But looking at Figure 3 with all those joint labels like spine base and hand tip right, it makes me wonder, how do they make sure the Kinect's data lines up perfectly with the 3D model?
That's where things get even more interesting. They had to overcome this challenge of joint mapping, which basically means creating a translation dictionary between the Kinect's terminology and the 3D model's language.
Wait, so they had to teach the computer how to speak Kinect and 3D model fluently?
Precisely. And Table 1 in the research actually shows how they did it,
Wow.
meticulously matching terms like spine base to waist,
Okay.
so that when you move your waist in real life, the digital character mirrors that movement flawlessly. It's this attention to detail that makes the system so accurate.
Okay, so they've painstakingly mapped out all the joints. Now comes the moment of truth. Does it actually work? So they took it for a test drive.
They did, and the results are honestly pretty impressive. They designed a whole series of tests
Okay.
to see how well the Kinect captured movement under different conditions, even with different levels of light.
Okay, so did they drag the Kinect and all the equipment into a dark cave to test its limits?
Not quite a cave, but they did test it in near darkness.
What?
And this is where it gets really interesting. Even in extremely low light, the Kinect was able to, accurately track the movement.
Seriously? That's amazing. The results section mentions something about a jump being captured as a 160 frame animation. What does that even mean?
It means that a simple action, like a jump, can be recorded and turned into a surprisingly detailed animation,
Huh.
ready to be used in a game or film. Imagine capturing, like, a dancer's leap or an athlete's swing with that level of precision.
Okay, now my mind is racing with the possibilities, and this is where I get excited. This isn't just about like fancy technology, it's about what this technology can unlock for like everyday people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about it. This research could be a game changer for, independent filmmakers, animators, students,
Yeah.
anyone who wants to incorporate realistic movement into their projects without needing a Hollywood budget.
It's like giving people the tools to tell their stories in ways they never could before. I could be an indie filmmaker creating like a sci-fi epic right in my basement.
Yep. You absolutely could. And imagine the impact on education. Imagine students using this technology to bring their animation projects to life,
Wow.
or even like design their own video games with characters that move realistically.
Whoa, that's a whole new level of interactive learning.
Yeah.
Suddenly, instead of just reading about history, a student could learn a dance from another culture,
Right.
capture their movements using the system, and experience that cultural exchange in a whole new way.
Exactly. And we're only scratching the surface here. Think beyond film and games. This technology could revolutionize fields like healthcare, physical therapy, even sports training.
You're right. Imagine athletes analyzing their movements in 3D, identifying areas for improvement,
Hmm.
and receiving personalized feedback based on their like unique biomechanics. It could change the game,
Yeah.
literally.
And think about the possibilities for like remote healthcare. A physical therapist could use this technology to remotely assess a patient's range of motion, guide them through exercises, and monitor their progress all from, miles away.
It's amazing to think that this research, which started with a simple Kinect and like a desire for more accessible motion capture, could have such far-reaching implications. And here's something else that blows my mind. This study used the Kinect, but what about like even more advanced sensors, the ones we're starting to see in phones and like VR headsets?
That's what I find so exciting. We're on the verge of a sensor revolution,
Mm-hmm.
and the possibilities are honestly limitless. Imagine sensors so small and affordable that they're integrated into like everyday objects,
Wow.
capturing movement in ways we haven't even dreamed of yet.
It's like how smartphones completely changed how we communicate and access information.
Hmm.
Could we be heading towards a future where capturing and sharing movement is just as commonplace? I mean, remember trying to like show your grandma your new dance moves over a grainy video call?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Imagine recording your child's dance recital in 3D and
Mhm.
sending it to grandma, who can experience it as if she were right there in the audience. We're talking about capturing memories, sharing experiences, and connecting with each other in completely new ways.
It's wild. Like from dance recitals to physical therapy, it makes you wonder, what haven't we even thought of yet?
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
This research opens a door,
Yeah.
and it's up to, all of us to kind of walk through it and discover what's on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Every new technology needs those people, right?
Yeah.
The ones willing to just try things, experiment, push the boundaries.
Totally. And that's where our listener comes in,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Because you might be thinking, okay, this is cool and all, but I'm not like a scientist or a tech whiz. What can I do with this information?
Don't underestimate the power of your own curiosity, right?
Mm.
Maybe this sparks an idea for a project
Mm.
or, a new way to connect with like your family, your friends, or maybe it just like opens your eyes to the incredible potential of technology.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like that feeling you get when you discover a new band you love and you just like can't wait to tell everyone about it.
exactly.
This research is our new favorite band,
There you go.
and we're blasting it from the rooftops.
Tell your friends.
Mm.
Share it with your kids. Explore, go out there. Explore the world of motion capture. You never know. You might just stumble upon the next breakthrough application.
So to our listener out there, next time you see some like incredible special effect or you're playing a game with like amazingly lifelike movement, remember this deep dive.
Yes.
What was once, only possible in those expensive studios is now within reach. And it's all thanks to the ingenuity of researchers and the power of like this readily available technology.
It's a reminder that innovation can come from anywhere and that the future of technology is, well, it's something we all get to shape.
And who knows, maybe someday we'll be doing a deep dive on your groundbreaking work in the world of motion capture. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, keep diving deep into the fascinating world around you. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.